Welcome back. For the first time, a bidder has gone public with its desire to buy Avondale Shipyard.
Cleveland Shipholding has offered to buy Northrop Grumman's entire shipbuilding business. John
Snell talked with the man who would run the company and an industry expert.
The Navy's no longer building the ships it once did in number. Yards are losing money as they compete for that smaller pie. Avondale's survival may come down to this question: who gets to build the Navy's next generation of floating gas stations?
Avondale may one day owe its livelihood to new rules that resulted from an oil spill. After the Exxon Valdez disaster, an international agreement mandated that petroleum tankers be double-hulled. Cleveland Ship wants to build that new class of Navy tankers at Avondale. The Navy announced recently it plans to accelerate the program. The CEO of Cleveland Ship told Fox 8 by telephone it's urgent that Congress and the Navy move on a decision about where they would be built.
In that lies the answer of whether or not Avondale can be saved.
Ed Bartlett says that tanker program may be worth $8 billion. Cleveland Ship believes it can corral another $2 to $4 billion, building replacements for outdated container ships, even though commercial shipbuilding in America has virtually dried up. Bartlett promises better cost management.
It's almost an awful temptation to not realize as you go that you're getting out of whack with regard to your cost.
Cleveland Ship is not only the first public bidder, but the first to say it's interested in keeping all three Northrop yards operating: Avondale, Ingalls in Pascagoula, and the only one analysts say is making any money today, the giant Newport News in Virginia. Experts say the risk has been that one bidder could buy the entire shipbuilding division and then simply pull the plug on Avondale.
That is a very realistic scenario.
Shipbuilding industry analyst Jim McAleese tells Fox 8 that over time, Avondale could experience job losses even if the yard is saved. It all depends on the backlog of business.
The obligations to our shareholders would become dramatically different the moment after closing than our intentions the moment before closing.
And competition makes building the new tankers far from a sure thing.
There's still risk involved for Avondale, because the Navy leadership has been very clear that that's going to be a full and open competition. So it's going to be basically a battle to the death.
Cleveland Ship says it has lined up financing. Management has decades of experience, but at the moment it's a shipbuilder in search of a shipyard. Going public partly in an effort to establish credibility with potential investors and Congress.
This isn't something we decided to do last weekend. We've been at this in an aggressive fashion since February.
Northrop Grumman won't comment on the possible sale. Cleveland Ship didn't make public how much it's bidding, but Bloomberg estimates the three yards together could fetch in excess of $4.5 billion.